Dark Tower. So Dark Tower is written by Stephen King, and this film is the adaptation of this Stephen King's book name of the same name, Dark Tower. So Dark Tower is basically a black tower that does nothing other than holding worlds together from happening from this apocalyptic demons monster that is coming through. So this particular, the main kid who can seize this vision of what happened to the Dark Tower, and once the Dark Tower will fall, hell breaks loose, then this kid is going to find Idris Elba, the gunslinger, to stop Matthew McConaughey from doing this. To be honest, the trailer did very well for this film, because I really did buy the trailer, because the trailer did very well, as in to sell you about this film, The Dark Tower. Honestly, I am kind of interested in seeing this film. Yeah, I am interested. This film did, in the trailer, really bought me, as in, it made it very interesting. It has a very interesting concept. And then when I watched this film, it was really bad, to be honest. It was really out of my expectation kind of bad. I entered this film expecting to be good and interesting, but at the same time I'm trying to keep as low as possible because I don't want to get my hopes too high, so I'm keeping it between meh. But turns out that, to be honest, it felt very bad for me, to be honest. And when I watched this film, I got bored with this film, to be honest. So I'm gonna give you the good stuff and the bad stuff about the Dark Tower. Actually, the whole concept of the Dark Tower was very interesting. It does have a very interesting concept. I'm gonna talk about the bad stuff later on. So, and then the second point that I think that is considered good, because this way they write this film, actually it has a lot of interesting concept, because Matthew McConaughey as the man in black, so he's like the sorcerer, and then Idris Elba the gunslinger, the gun with the scales, and then this kid is supposed to be the most interesting part of the film, where he can see everything, as in the vision and stuff. That is the only 2 points that is good about the movie. Now I want to talk about the bad stuff. The bad stuff is that, even though just now I said all these characters are supposed to be interesting, but the way these actors are portraying these characters are so bland and so boring that I couldn't even take them seriously. The kid particularly, he has the same expression throughout the film that I don't even buy at all. I don't even buy his characteristic. It was so boring, that the way the kid acted. Everything about this kid is just wrong. He didn't even portray this character well enough to let me buy him into this story. And then Idris Elba didn't play well. He was so bland in this film. I was like, I don't buy that he even though in the trailer you saw that his father died in this film, but he didn't do anything at all. He doesn't even show the passion of avenging his own father in his. I don't feel that he's angry to get vengeance against this Matthew McConaughey guy, the guy in black. Even for Matthew McConaughey, the way he acted, he is supposed to be like very cool, very chilling kind of villain in this film, but he's not doing anything at all. But I don't know whether is this the actor's decision, or they act very badly, or it is the director that asked him to act in this way, because Matthew McConaughey is a very good actor, even including Idris Elba. Both of them are very great actors, but the way they portray in this film are really just bland and boring, to the point it makes the whole film really is a very hard ride. It's a very hard ride to enjoy this kind of film. Secondly, this is the main problem I have with this film. It has a very bad and messy editing. In the beginning of the film, it was fine because it was trying to get you into the mood, and get you interested within the story, to get you invest into the story. But the way that afterward, the first act of the film, all the way, it has a very bad and very messy editing. Even the action was too choppy to the point that it felt off. And some of the moments I felt like it's just off, and it's very messy. And there's even some of the slower moments where it's supposed to be relationship build up, but I don't feel it at all because it felt very draggy. Okay, I want to talk about the development. The character development in this film is just bad. Like Idris Elba, his father died, but why is he a gunslinger? Why he is known as the gunslinger? There's no development. It's just established. Why is Matthew McConaughey the man in black? There's no explanation other than just establish he is like that. I want to know more of these characters because they are the interesting characters that I want to know more. So there's not enough backstory to back these characters up. And then this kid, his father died. Then his mom is seeing another guy. Then this kid has vision. Then these characters are supposed to be interesting, but there's not enough backstory or or enough to give them more more colorful characteristic. This is what I have to say. And then the last part is that the whole storytelling is very bad, to be honest. It's not interesting. It has a very interesting concept, but the way they tell the story is not that good. It's very bad, to be honest. I felt bored. I felt like doing something else because it felt like I don't feel like I'm invested in a story where every moment is important. The thing, almost everything about this film is done pretty bad, to be honest. I really wanted to enter this film to like this film because it really does have an interesting concept and characters, but the way this film executed is not that well, to be honest. I'm not even buying this film seriously at all. So let me give you a closing. So the Dark Tower, it has a very cool and interesting concept, but the film did not execute well at all, to the point I don't think that this film is really even worth watching, to be honest. When I entered this film, I really saw around the third act, I saw two guys walked out of the cinema. Literally, I don't know what is their reason, but if the film really is that interesting and such, those two guys won't leave at all. It shows that how boring and bland the film is. So I'm sorry to say that I have to give the Dark Tower a 3 out of 10. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I really wanted to like this film because it is an interesting concept, but other than that, nothing else in this film really did well. There's no development. The editing was bland. The editing was bad. The actors are bland, and nothing in this film is interesting at all. So this is my review for the Dark Towers, and I'll see you next time.